The year is 2006, Gears of War released and was a huge critical and commercial success, praised for its gameplay and visuals, winning over 30 Game of the Year awards and leading to one of the most iconic gaming franchises of all time. It changed the gaming industry from a gameplay and visual standpoint, showcasing the potential of HD gaming and pushed what was achievable at the time. It mastered the third-person cover system, which other popular games tried to emulate, and even today, it has withstood the test of time. It's a game that is timeless and forever forged in gaming culture forever. So step forward Gears of War Reloaded, an up-to-date remaster of the original classic. As always, I'm your host Abz, and I'm gonna split this review of Gears of War Reloaded into two. Firstly, a perspective for PlayStation gamers, and then a perspective for Xbox and hardcore Gears of War gamers. So let's get into this. Gears of War, an iconic Xbox pillar IP, has never stepped foot on the PlayStation turf. Until now. Most PlayStation fans have never even played Gears before, or many may not even know what it is, so allow me to explain it to you very briefly. Gears of War is set on the planet Zera. It's like Earth, but more badass basically. One day, unfortunately, these subterranean monstrous creatures called the Locust Horde erupted from below onto the surface and slaughtered most of humanity, and this became known as Emergence Day to the people of Zera, which is basically what Gears of War E-Day will be about. But Gears of War Reloaded is set 14 years into the war, after this near world-ending moment took place. So you're playing as Marcus Phoenix, a stoic, cold, no-nonsense war veteran who has just been pardoned from prison as part of a new counter-offensive that has been launched. Your job is to find and deploy the Sonic Resonator, a device that, according to Intel, should map the Locust tunnels below the surface to pinpoint where the Locust's homeland is, ready for a huge lightmass bomb to be deployed into the heart of their stronghold. So in Gears Reloaded, that is your mission, and along the way you see your fellow Gears fall. You meet new Gear soldiers, dynamic larger-than-life characters who join your squad. The world building is amazing and perfectly sets up the later games. The Locust are not your bog-standard mindless enemy that you see in many games. No, there's something way more monstrous and sophisticated. The Gear soldiers represent the coalition of ordered governments. This is a superpower military collective of nations. The Gears are over-the-top, badass, hyper-masculine soldiers who all have their own unique identity. They're not your average Joes, and they're definitely not your average soldiers. This unique look and their lore allows them to match and go toe-to-toe with the merciless Locust enemy types. So when you play Gears of War Reloaded for the first time, the visuals are popping. There's really strong immersive sound design of the world. Man, the sound and visuals of headshot pops, chainsaws, is bloody and is gritty, and that's what Gears of War is. It's a game full of weight in a war-torn world. You're not a lightweight character like in Fortnite for instance. You're a heavily armoured, muscular soldier in a destroyed, yet beautiful, mad world. And that is characterised through the gameplay, the gunplay, sound design, music, enemies, and more. Gears Reloaded is dark, and it gives the feeling of horror at times, and desperation. There are many epic moments in the game, but I don't want to spoil it for you. The story is easy to follow, but underneath all of that goodness, it does play like a game that is from 2006, in the sense of the clunkiness, the AI, the old school gameplay, but that isn't exactly a bad thing. It gives the game more charm, and if you play the game understanding that underneath the shiny visuals, it's a game that is almost 20 years old, then I believe you're gonna really enjoy it. Now it does have its shortcomings compared to Gears 2 and 3, for instance less enemy variety, less dynamic boss fights, less set pieces in the level design, the characters are not as fleshed out, the writing is more simple, but it's an amazing entry point into a unique world that will leave you wanting more. There's nothing like Gears of War. The original is unmatched. It's a game that will continue standing the test of time, and therefore Gears of War Reloaded is exactly that, but with completely up-to-date visuals, 4K 60fps campaign, 120fps multiplayer, and trust me, the sequels go bigger, badder, and better. So Gears of War 1 Reloaded is the perfect entry point because the Gears of War original trilogy is one of the most iconic and highly rated gaming trilogies of all time. If you want to play a gory and gritty third-person shooter based on a war-torn world, with larger-than-life characters, with credible, unique enemies, then Gears of War is for you. If you're concerned that the gameplay is quite dated, then Gears of War E-Day will be releasing next year in 2026, which is going to be next generation Gears of War gameplay, but Gears Reloaded is the perfect warm-up for that, to introduce you to the world of Sarah until then, and at $40, so why not? But honestly, for you PlayStation gamers, I would definitely recommend buying Gears of War Reloaded. I'm a huge Gears fan, so I'm probably, well, yeah, I'm definitely biased, but I am extremely positive that you'll enjoy and become a fan of the series. Now let me give it a review for Xbox and hardcore Gears of War fans. You guys have probably played the original Gears in 2006, or if you haven't, then you may have played Gears Ultimate Edition in 2015. So Gears of War Reloaded may not be for you, since you might feel like you've been there and done that, and if you feel that way, I don't blame you. Honestly, for Xbox's vision, Gears of War Reloaded isn't targeted to us players, who have played it many times already. It's the new markets of gamers that Gears of War can grow on. Unless you want to relive that OG Gears multiplayer gameplay, then by all means. Many people have said that Gears Reloaded is a copy and paste of Ultimate Edition, and to be honest, it's hard to argue that it isn't, right? It is Ultimate Edition, except it's been updated for multi-platform, alongside some nice visual upgrades, and some sweet quality of life updates, like turning camera shake off for multiplayer, cross-save and crossplay on different platforms, co-op campaign with friends or family who are on different platforms, 120 FPS multiplayer, free DLC, and so on. So these are all positive updates. Many of you Xbox fans probably got free digital codes, so why not give it a go? But some of you may just wait for E-Day, and that's completely understandable, because you've been there and played through it many times. To be honest, so have I, but I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed playing the Reloaded campaign. It is just like Ultimate Edition's campaign, but nicer visuals. Some improvements I'd say is that I didn't have any issues really with Dom's AI this time around, which is surprising actually, or maybe I was just lucky. He does go down here and there, but that's kinda expected. I encountered a few minor bugs, like the very rare Loc Strone just stood there, but literally nothing major. The transition to cutscenes, by the way, are so smooth, I really like that. The load times are really fast. I feel like the shadows are better than Ultimate Edition, though it does look darker at times, which is more in line with the original, in my opinion anyway. The game is just an absolute classic that I'll always revisit, so playing it in its most up-to-date version was pretty sweet, and for Xbox gamers who haven't tried Gears of War before, you can try it on Game Pass, which is always convenient. Other than that, don't expect anything different for you Xbox and Gears fans that played Ultimate Edition campaign, but for the campaign I wouldn't have really changed anything anyway. But I think one feature people really wanted would have been to transition between the original Gears graphics and Gears Reloaded, like how it was done in the Halo Master Chief Collection. That would have been an absolutely amazing addition, and would have definitely gone down well with the fans. But overall, for the campaign, I think Reloaded is the ultimate experience of Gears of War 1's campaign. For me, I can't wait to get into that multiplayer once again for a year until E-Day, but I was disappointed to see no other changes to the multiplayer. I was hoping for Horde mode to be a surprise, but it isn't in the game, which is a big shame really, because Horde is huge and loved by many. Many fans have wanted the ability to add bots in private matches, but it looks like that also isn't a feature, which is disappointing as well. One big thing I really dislike is the main menu, because I wish they kept that original main menu screen and feel. That was so special and unique. The old main menu had aura, but the main menu screen and UI feels a lot more soulless compared to the original. But that was the same issue with Ultimate Edition anyway. I believe multiplayer being multi-platform will be healthy for the game. It should have a decent player base until Gears of War E-Day. But honestly, I know us Xbox and hardcore Gears fans have played Gears 1, Ultimate Edition, and now Reloaded. But I believe Gears 1 deserved this treatment, to be enjoyed by millions of gamers on different platforms, and to be upgraded to its ceiling potential, because after this, it'll probably never need an upgrade or remaster ever again. Let's just enjoy this one last dance with Gears of War 1, Remastered, ready for Gears to go bigger, badder, and better with Gears of War E-Day in 2026. It's not perfect. They could have done a lot better for sure. Many of us still want Gears of War 2 and 3 Reloaded as well, don't forget that. But for now, I'm ready to chainsaw Locust into nothing but bits, and be involved in the multiplayer side of things again as well. The Gears community will be back in full force, alongside many new PlayStation and Steam recruits, ready for the 20-year anniversary with Gears of War E-Day and beyond. Thank you for watching, subscribe for everything Gears of War related, and a big special thank you to my Patreon and YouTube members as always. I'm your host Abz, and I will catch you guys next time.